Now that she's served her time in jail and in rehab, a lot of people are wondering if Lindsay Lohan can turn her life around. Well, in the latest issue of Vanity Fair, the actress reflects on her legal troubles and plots her next career moves. Nancy Jo Sales is a contributing editor for Vanity Fair, and she interviewed Lindsay just before she went to jail. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning.
Nancy, how are you able to get Lindsay Lohan, a woman who was surrounded by paparazzi and people who wanted to interview her, how were you able to get her to speak to you?
It wasn't easy because our interview was set for the day that she was sentenced, and I don't think she thought that was going to happen. So it took a while after that to get her to sit down.
But she finally did sit down, and
yes.
She trusted you, it appears from this article, because she reveals a lot to you.
I think we had a good interview. She opened up in a way I don't think she has in a long time.
And what did you discover? Had you met her before?
I had seen Lindsay out and about when I was doing another piece in L.A. on a nightclub story, and I'd seen her out dancing on banquettes and so forth.
But what we see in these photographs and in this video is a very different side of her. There's an elegance, and these were taken before she served time in rehab. So what is the idea here? What is it that you discovered? I mean, because you talk and you write about this great talent. And this potential and these difficulties she still sort of carries around with her. A lot of it seems, from her upbringing.
Well, yes, I think that what was interesting is we got into why did this happen? Why are we sitting here again talking about you getting into trouble?
And what did you learn?
And I think we went back into when she first came to L.A. She was only 17. She was living with a man, Wilmer Valderrama, who was an actor. And she said, you know, I had no one to guide me, no one to give me any structure, and things just sort of started to go haywire.
At that point.
Right from the beginning, really.
And yet at the same time, she really defends her parenting. She defends her mom, calling her amazing. And some people might say for a 17-year-old girl not to have structure, not to have guidance, living with a man in Los Angeles, maybe that actually required a bit more intervention than she was able to get.
You know, she also had this huge explosion of celebrity around 2004. She was everywhere, making a lot of money. And I think, you know, her mother was in Long Island, and I don't think had a lot of contact with her at that point. And so I don't think there was a lot of guidance.
She has a big movie that she's now working on, playing the part of Linda Lovelace. She wants to get her career back. That's what she told you. Do you have a sense that she's got an idea about how she can do that?
I think she knows it's a kind of now or never moment for her, that she's reached a real crossroads, and I think she's taking it very seriously. I think she knows that people won't have a lot of patience for this going into the future, and that she really has to get it together.
While you're a reporter, may I ask you just your gut reaction?
She's just a beautiful girl and very sweet, and you know, lost, damaged. She's had a lot of dysfunctionality in her family, but the one thing about Lindsay that everyone says is that she's talented. No one in Hollywood will argue with that. This is a very talented young woman, and I don't think we'd be sitting here talking about it or caring if she weren't.
Exactly. And you know, the truth is that if she can get it together, it's quite possible. We've not seen her potential as an actress, even though she's done some pretty amazing things.
Well, people will compare her to everyone from Jodie Foster to one producer I spoke to compared her to Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, she has a future if she can, you know, really deal with her issues.
Nancy Jo Sales, thank you so much for your perspective this morning. All right, and the new issue of Vanity Fair with Lindsay Lohan is on the cover. With Lindsay Lohan on the cover, hits newsstands in New York and Los Angeles on Thursday, and the rest of the nation next week.